Namaste, namaste, beautiful, beautiful family of light. Greetings, greetings. This is Baba Sharon here at the Cosmic Center Spiritual Light in Sarasota, Florida, in the United States. And just want to say hello to everyone, our national and global audience. There are many of you that do see the anchoring light, if not live as we're doing it, it comes across your feed later on. And a welcome to everybody. I have some, although as I'm look tired because I am tired. We had such a tremendous weekend, and in this weekend, I just want to share some information regarding that and what I call the good news. There's a lot out there in the world that can definitely get us down and depressed and questioning ourselves and all of that. But let me tell you, as we continue to walk on our path of light, as we make that commitment, even in the challenges and all the things that come in, the miscommunications, the distortions, the miscreations, it goes on and on. But somehow we push through, we pulse through to follow our soul impulse, our soul calling, the sensing of a higher part of ourselves, sensing that there's something more, something different than what we are experiencing exclusively in a three-dimensional world, a material world with lower densities, with these bodies that we have. That's a lower density body. But the fact of the matter is that we are truly light beings. We carry light. In fact, light is in our DNA. It is in the mitochondria of the called ATP, which is a scientific term. So we are light. So let's just basically say that's it in a density form, but the core of who we are is light. So actually, we are light beings. We are absolutely light beings. There's a part of us that holds into this higher frequency. And so many of us have had this sense that there's something more expanded, higher, bigger. And so that's what pushes us on our path. Then we get to a point where we say, I know I'm on track. And now I know how much I don't know. So that is continuing our spiritual journey. And then you go on, and then you start to become more aware and you say, wow, I have some of these gifts are turning on, or expanded consciousness, or I realize that, wow, I think I can do some healing with my hands, and whatever that is. I'm hearing things, I'm seeing things, all this like the Truman Show. I always like the Truman Show because these anomalies, what happened, and he had to figure out why are these anomalies happening until he figured out that he was inside a construct and finally broke free of that. Well, it's sort of like, where we are and what's going on with us. And so what I'm here to talk about today is that we reach this point where along our journey, we get validation after validation after validation. And then at some point, you hit it and you come into an awareness that you say in yourself, I have always felt this to be true. And now it is validated. Okay. That's a big eureka. Like, oh my gosh, I was right all along. I was right all along. That was, going beyond the doubt, going beyond, am I crazy? People don't understand me, all of the above. But at some point, as you walk the path and pursue it and go onward, no matter what, there comes the reward of the validation. It comes the reward of saying you have reached this far. There are powerful spiritual gifts that are waiting for you. Miracles take place in your life. It is worth the journey. And sometimes the journey is not as quick or as fast as you think it's going to be. Okay, because we're in our little construct of a timeline. But when you're talking of universal things, that's a whole nother level of no time. So what I wanted to share with everybody here is that I want to says the good news. We have reached, I want to thank every light worker that has pushed forward no matter what. I want to thank every light worker. Okay, because from long, long, long time ago, I was impressed with the fact that things can happen faster or slower in our progress and ascension, depending on the collective unconscious of humanity. Goodness knows there's a lot that needs to be cleared and upgraded, but the light workers who have been, and on the past, our ancestors, the ones that have been holding that torch, all of us have been this cumulative effect of raising the frequency of the planet. We are now at the what's the word I was at? We are now at the coming to the finish line. That's where we are right now. We're at the finish line. The finish line is right over there. And so guess what? It's going to take us, the current light workers, the children of light upon the earth, okay, to push this forward in a big way. And that's like really an honor in one way, and a big responsibility in another way. Is like we have to show up. We really, because it's coming down to the stake, it's coming down to the wire. But what I want to tell you, for all of the showing up that we have done, okay, for what your personal, contribution to the consciousness of the planet, the kindness that you hold in your heart, the caring that you have, those things that you have done to pursue your own knowledge, those things that you've done to take care of yourself, to take care of others, all of that counts in such a big way, because it contributes to the raising up of the frequency. It's through love. It's through love. And now I can tell you that we have, to a point in our evolution, have opened up new portals, new opportunities, new higher guidance coming into the planet for the first time in a long, long, long time. I'm talking about ages. Okay. And this new energy that is coming in, that said could happen. It could happen if we could just tip the consciousness a little bit. Bravo to the light workers, past, present, and future, who helped to tip it, okay, just enough, okay, where more light can come into the planet, more assistance can come in, more guidance can come in, more help can come in, more intervention can come in. I'm saying that it has happened. I am talking with such joy, the joy that's in my heart. You have no idea how I feel, even though I am so tired at the moment because of all the energy that we are all exposed to. I was exposed to these past 3 days, and I'm still integrating all that energy because it is a new energy. We had an experience here at the Cosmic Center where the energies that came in, we were the first humans on the planet to experience these new energies, of which we are grateful. I'm here to give the good news, to say that this is now possible, that everybody's going to be able, who chooses to, okay, to walk on that path of light, that the rewards are given for you, okay, to be that next step up in the magnificence of who you are, be that brighter light, have these gifts turn on, have your own healing, your own miraculous healing. I don't use the word miraculous a lot. I really don't, because everything is relative. But in this case, I'm going to use the word miraculous, okay, because for you to really integrate and receive, okay, what's coming, okay, you have to, in whatever state of consciousness you find yourself in, say, I believe in miracles. You're going to have to do that, because if you can't wrap your mind around this grace and blessing that is transformative, is the alchemy we've all been talking about. Okay, is taking the base metal and turning it to gold, like for real, for real, for real, for real. For real. There's more that will come later on, but I just wanted to share with everybody, because there's so much things that are daunting out there, and that can really make it very heavy on the heart. There's some great transmuters on the planet. There's one that's right here who has the biggest heart. Her heart is to transmute all of that suffering and fear and grief. And she does that. That's what she does on the planet to help. And doing that, she is contributing. So everybody has a gift of some kind. And in that gift, when you release it, when you say, okay, guide me, the way will be shown, the answers will be given. You just have to hold the faith and be an instrument for the divine to work you. And you will understand the guidance and what you're to do and how you're supposed to do it. Divine synchronicities will begin to come into your life. You will absolutely know because you're vibing up here, not here, where control and ego and the duality and back and forth, not there, here, here. Okay. And so when you choose to say, I'm going to make known the unknown, I'm going to move in my journey, I'm committed to do this. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I don't know, nor should you care, because there's a higher divine timing in everything, a higher divine timing. So you have to release a lot of this. It's not necessarily an easy journey because we're so been programmed to do things a certain way, and it has to be this way. This is how I know it. Mm-mm. That all has to go on the side because you're now vibing up here, which are new rules. There are new rules. Okay. And you just have to be open. Okay. You have to be open with no expectations. And then when you're able to do that, the miracles begin to manifest in your life. The divine synchronicities come in like that. You no longer walk with fear because you have now transcended fear, because you know that you are always taken care of. You know that you will be in the right place at the right time. So you now live your life fearlessly. What a gift that is. And now on the planet, can you imagine what it's like if you feel great? Okay, all the ills and the diseases and the aches and the pains that can be alleviated, that can be helped, that is not something that's pulling you down or draining your energy. Okay, are you prepared? Are you prepared to say, yes, this is possible and it can happen? I'm here to tell you that, yes, it can happen. And not only can it happen, it will happen. I'm a walking, talking example of it. Okay, and we are here to get this to everybody in the appropriate way, in the appropriate way. Because like anything else, there needs to be a strategy. There needs to be a divine plan. There needs to be a way to do it correctly. But it's there. It is absolutely there. And there are those who have experienced this weekend or just a seedling group, okay, that's going to expand and move it out and move it out. And this is going to be sort of a word of mouth type of dynamic, word of mouth that is going to move because it's the people that can hold a higher heart of compassion and unconditional love. They are the way showers. They are bringing this new energy into the planet. They're the ones that are doing it. It has arrived and more will be coming. We've opened those portals. I can't tell you how excited and happy and joyful I am. And I want to talk a little bit about joy. Okay. And joy, okay, true joy, it comes from the higher dimensional realms. It comes from unconditional love. It is not like joy, happy, I'm laughing, I'm among friends. Part of that is joy, but this is a transcendent joy, if you will, that you can be joyful in the midst of whatever is going around you. You can be joyful in an environment that perceives to be down or chaotic. You can maintain that joy. And I want to suggest to everybody to nurture the joy. You know, many years ago, I remember very clearly, because you have to understand, you're not by yourself. We are part of a larger family of light that is supportive of us. And we have to keep on remembering, hey guys, I need some help. Hey, I would appreciate some divine invitation. Hey, whoever it is, the angelic realms, the ascended masters, the saints, the whoever, whatever. Hey, I want some divine intervention. I need some help. And I remember This was many years ago. It was before the anchoring light meditation, what I'm doing now. And whatever was going on, I was tired, I was down, I was depressed. We all have those periods. We all have those periods. We are in a human body and human emotions, and it can affect us in that way. But we need to snap out a bit at some point. We don't keep the entropy of having it pull us down. We have to bring the centropy that will pull us up. But sometimes you just need a break. I get it. I go into the cave ever so often. But this particular time, I was kind of down. I was like, what is this all about? I was just depressed and down. But of course, I'm going to show up for the anchoring light because I've been doing that for 15 years. That's my commitment. So no matter what, how I'm feeling, I'm going to be here on Mondays, right? And so I was getting ready. So, okay, it's time for the anchoring light. And I remember in my head, it said, remember your joy. Remember your joy. And I said, I don't think I can remember my joy. That was my response. I don't think I can remember. I'm pretty sure it was the Arcturians. That's who was saying, because they're the ones that are pushing the joy. I said, I don't think I can remember my joy. Anyway, I get up and I come to the anchoring light. It was no birthday, no special occasion, no anniversary, no nothing, just a regular anchoring light. And I walk in, and everybody that was there in the anchoring light all said, surprise! Like for no reason. And of course, I remembered my joy. Of course, I do. When somebody comes up and everybody was happy, and they just, for no reason, there was no particular date on that date that there was anything, but it happened. And in that moment, I was so joyful. And I said, I'm always going to remember my joy, and just put the intention to remember the joy. Start counting your blessings. Start counting. I don't care how bad you perceive things are. There's worst. Start counting your blessings. Remember to remember your joy. There is good news ahead. It's coming. And bravo to all of you that have stayed the course. The blessings are upon us. With that, I'm going to say namaste, and I will see you next week. My love and joy to everyone. Namaste.